selling your home, don't make these 5 common mistakes. Selling your home can really feel like a juggling act of fiery swords, so to speak. One wrong move and you're off track. It doesn't have to be that way with a lot of preparation and listening to the great advice of your realtor. Stay tuned for my top 5 common mistakes to avoid when getting ready to sell your home. Selling your home can be like a juggling act, juggling fiery swords, so to speak, and there's a lot to balance during the process. And so one wrong move can set you back. But don't worry, I've got the top 5 common pitfalls that sellers make and how you can avoid them like a pro. Pitfall number 1 is overpricing versus underpricing. Okay, here's the deal. Pricing your home too high is like bringing a trombone to a guitar session. It'll stand out, but not in a good way. The goal is to find that sweet spot and pricing the home just right for the current market, not what it was 2 months ago and not what you think will happen. Remember, today's buyers are savvy, especially if they've got a good realtor on their side. If your home is overpriced, it will sit, and the longer it sits, the less attractive it becomes. Cue lowball offers. Now on the flip side, underpricing it might generate a lot of buzz and bring you multiple offers, but you could also be leaving money on the table. This is where a good realtor comes into play. You've got to look at the data of the CMA, which is the comparative market analysis, and pay attention to what the current trends are. Remember, comps in the CMA change every week. We look at a rolling 90 days to 6 months on average. And those, so every week that passes, what was a comp last week may no longer be a good comp next week. So pay attention to the consultative information provided to you by your realtor. Pitfall number 2 is ignoring necessary repairs before listing. Oftentimes, sellers want to put a home on the market with the bare minimum being done in terms of preparing the home to sell. Nothing scares a buyer off faster than seeing the words "as is" for the condition or as selling terms. It's like saying, "Good luck, you're gonna need it." It makes them wonder, what is wrong with this home that I'm not seeing? And a lot of inexperienced first-time home buyers really become apprehensive. Before listing and coming onto the market, fix those small pesky things like a leaky faucet or a running toilet, cracked tiles, or doors that stick. In a buyer's mind, if these things are left undone, they're wondering, what else are you trying to cover up, or what else have they missed? And this does not give buyers confidence that your property is in great condition. And if they're already spending a lot of money to get into this home, they don't want to be having to also think about, how much money do I now have to go back and invest to improve it? So even if you don't do a pre-listing inspection, which is a small investment, at least do a full walkthrough of the home and address the things that are quite obvious, and listen to the recommendations of your realtor. Pitfall number 3 is neglecting professional photography for your listing. In real estate, we say the first showing happens online. If your pictures don't wow a potential buyer, they're going to stroll right past it or swipe left faster than they would a bad candidate in a dating app. That was awful. Professional photography highlights the best features of your home. No one wants to see dimly lit rooms or blurry cell phone shots with really bad angles shot from someone's cell phone. You want a potential buyer to make an emotional connection with the home even before they schedule to see it. This is where oftentimes twilight photo shoots come into play. It makes the home feel dreamy and gives a sense of, I want to live here. and may help that buyer choose to put that home on their list tour. Pitfall number 4 is not being flexible for prospect showings. You know what buyers love? Access. You've got to be flexible when it comes to what hours you're willing to allow for showings. That, buyers are going to just move on to the next property if you're only willing to show them, say, on a Tuesday between, 1:45 and 2 o'clock p.m. That's not enough of a spread for them to be able to properly schedule. So I'm not saying be available at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, but whatever the average times are or the normal times are for the market, which out here in Houston or most of our Texas region, maybe we start access, 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning and go to potentially 7 or 8 p.m. in the evening. I personally try to keep it in the daylight hours. Of course, when we've got these time changes, sometimes that becomes a little bit difficult with evening times. But just being willing to be flexible so that a buyer who truly is, willing and able has an ample shot to truly view your home, walk through it, imagine themselves there, and then hopefully selecting your home to move forward with. So trust me, the more flexible you are with showing times, the better off you'll be. Okay, so my final pitfall number 5 is either trying to go the process alone or you've chosen the wrong realtor. Yes, I said it. Some sellers think, oh, I've done this before. I'm a homeowner. I can sell a house. It's my house. I know all there is to know about it. You might, but what about the negotiation process? Do you clearly understand, what the affordable housing, rules are? Chances are, probably not as astute on those as a licensed professional. It's kind of like, let's say you had a busted water heater in your house. You could call any old handyman to come out and address it. But why not hire a licensed plumber specialized to handle what your issue truly is, to give you the most desirable output or outcome and mitigate, risk? This is where hiring a realtor, the right realtor, is going to be significantly important. The right realtor not only understands how to market your home, but to be able to explain to you the market data, to be able to negotiate for you, to be an advocate for you, to be sure that as a seller, you're staying on a timeline with the process, but also understanding what's expected of the buyer in that transaction and fully understanding, all the things that ebb and flow during the process. When you work with someone like me who truly understands the market and knows how to utilize tools and strategies, you get the better outcomes. I understand the ins and outs of our Houston market, so having access to my background in mortgage and construction and in real estate as far as resale homes go, along with tools and strategies that I often implement for successful transactions, and utilizing my network of resources can truly make all the difference. So let's avoid these pitfalls together. Message me to set up your free consultation. I look forward to working with you. If you've enjoyed this video, thank you for watching, and please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and share it with those that you know could benefit from working with an expert. I look forward to seeing you soon, and until next time, bye for now.